Welcome back to the show, folks. We are here with two representatives of the American Red Cross, the San Bernardino chapter, but also Yvette Ramos is the chapter executive for all of San Bernardino County.
Yes.
That's a huge responsibility.
It's a pretty big area. Right? It really is.
And we're also here with Meredith Mills, who's the Regional Communications Director for the American Red Cross. Welcome to the show, ladies.
We're so glad to have you here. Now, if we could just get started with a very basic question. Yvette, can you tell us, what's the Red Cross? What does the Red Cross do?
Well, the American Red Cross really is a humanitarian organization that's really led by volunteers with our primary focus to help people recover and after a disaster and prepare people for emergencies and just really, be there for the community when they need us.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there is so much that we could talk about today because you are everywhere. I mean, the Red Cross is so... We see them everywhere, especially in good times and in bad times, and just seeing so many videos and testimonies and whatnot. So I'd love to hear more about that. What do you do with your specific chapter? You mentioned yourself that San Bernardino is a huge county.
San Bernardino County is really one of the largest counties in the country. And so when you think about our population and exactly what the American Red Cross does, we could talk all day.
Right.
And so to really kind of narrow down specifically what we do here in San Bernardino, one of the things that you don't always think about or even hear or read is our single family fires. And we have just an enormous great group of volunteers that go out in the middle of the night. They respond to those single family fires, and we don't read about them in the newspaper. We don't hear about them on the 6 o'clock news.
Now, when you say single family fires, how would you describe that exactly?
That would be my neighbor's home burning down in the middle of the night, and the Red Cross is there, and they're there through our volunteer network, and they are there to provide support to those individuals who lost their home. So in their time of need, the Red Cross is there. And what you don't realize is we do that every day in the communities that we serve, and particularly in San Bernardino. Last year we did about 175 cases where we responded to those single family fires. So that's just one area of activity that we have in San Bernardino.
You only know in a fire to get out, to escape, and now, okay, you're outside and you're safe. What do you do now? And that's where the Red Cross came in. We ran out of the house just wearing our pajamas, and at that point, just to even have a toothbrush that I could call my own was so important. It just makes you feel like a person again.
The other area, of course, is training people life-saving skills. How to respond to an emergency if someone's having a heart attack, or performing CPR or first aid. And we trained last year, I think we trained about 13,000 people from our community.
That's just San Bernardino.
That's just San Bernardino County. That's not even nationwide. That's just right here, training those individuals, those life-saving skills. And then, of course, our volunteers, and making sure that our volunteers are trained and able to support all the activities that we're doing. And the blood drives. You can donate blood.
That's what comes to mind first when I think the Red Cross.
I was actually a little nervous because I was like, I hope they don't ask us to.
We need a vein.
As a good example for the residents of San Bernardino for us to, give
come
blood.
in and give blood. I didn't bring any needles today, so you're good.
Now I'm a lot more comfortable now.
Okay, so you can relax. You can relax.
Right.
So yes, and then another program that is wonderful here in San Bernardino that we offer is our Certified Nurse Assistant Training Program, and that is a wonderful program that really allows people interested in the medical field to gain the skills necessary to enter the profession and become a Certified Nurse Assistant program. And we graduate about 200 students each year from right here in San Bernardino. So who knew?
That is so exciting. Oh my goodness. Now I understand, Meredith, there's something going on in March, right?
Yes. So for over 70 years, every U.S. president has recognized the month of March as Red Cross Month, which is really great. It's an opportunity for us to recognize all of the heroes we have. And those heroes are our volunteers, our donors, our blood donors, the people that take our classes and have those life-saving skills so they can use them out in the community. So during the month of March, we really want to celebrate these people, and we really want to thank them for everything they do. But we also want to help people get prepared and acquire some of these skills. So we are actually going to have a free kind of open house. We're going to do a presentation on preparedness, and we're really going to kind of focus on earthquake safety because we're in earthquake country. And that's going to happen on March 20th at our San Bernardino office from 6 to 8 p.m. It's completely open to the public and free. We just ask that you call the office and let us know you're coming. And we are also really, during the month of March, again, encouraging people to kind of tap into their inner hero, maybe take a class, maybe sit down and create a preparedness plan. What's your family going to do if that fire happens or that earthquake happens? And you know, you've got to be thinking about how are you going to respond during the disaster? What are you going to do after the disaster? But more importantly, what can you do ahead of time to get ready so you can handle and get through that disaster pretty quickly and easily? So we're really encouraging people, take a class, go online, look at our information available, become a volunteer, give us a call, and we can help you figure out the right line of service for you.
And so the residents, any resident of San Bernardino can take those classes. So it's not just like, okay, you know, I want to become, like you said, a certified nurse's assistant or anything like that. Just me as a regular person can come in and...
If you want to take a first aid class or a CPR class, if you want to take, you know, we also do lifeguard instruction and everything like that. So all of that's available on our website, and you can see all the information. You might want to have some interest and background in medical before you get into the nursing assistant program. But you know, there's definitely lots of opportunities for people to become involved.
There's so many opportunities. Like the more I think about it, you know, it doesn't matter what your background is or what your interests are.
Exactly.
You can definitely meet us there. That is so cool. Now, are these classes easy to sign up for? I know your website's very easy to navigate. Would you sign up online?
You can go online, and the great thing about doing it online is you can find you can find our schedule and find the class that's closest to where you are. So maybe you want to take a class where that's being taught near where you work, or maybe you want it near where you live. So we definitely encourage, go online, which is redcross.org, and then you can, you know, through the take a class, you'll click on that button, and then you'll be able to put in your zip code and figure out exactly what classes are available in the areas that work for you.
And even volunteer too. Sign up for volunteer.
Volunteer
hours.
And we have so many great people in San Bernardino that volunteer with us, and you know, we find that as soon as people get involved, they're always amazed at everything we do and all the services and all the ways that they can get involved. And so we really encourage people who want to give back to their community and want to get involved, come join us, give us a call, come learn about us during the month of March, and tap into your inner hero.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Now, where can we go for more information if we do want to volunteer? What kind of volunteers are you looking for?
We're looking for all types of volunteers.
I think that I think really it's your interest. What are you interested in, and how much time do you have available? But I think the Red Cross has a place for everybody, and really can identify what area that you want to volunteer in. I know when you go through the volunteer online orientation, we actually have jobs. We have job descriptions, so you can actually select areas of interest and look at those job descriptions to really identify where you can really make a difference that's going to have meaning to you. And I think that's what makes our volunteers stay, and even employees who retire and never really leave the Red Cross, they come back and
helping others is definitely one of the greatest gifts that you can really give to others and for your own self. So I like the quote that you have, turning compassion into action. So that's amazing. Redcross.org, folks, make sure to check that out. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.